Hello, hello, hello. We are back. This is 8th House Goddess with 8th House Awakening. And I want to do a reading from this deck. It is messages from the heart of the divine. Messages from the heart of the Divine Oracle deck. I'm not sure which tarot I'm going to pair with it, but I picked up this deck, which I love, and I was, just kind of shuffling it, and a card jumped out, and then when I looked in the book, it gives you rituals. And so it was just a nice meditation, and I thought, you know what, let's do this on video so that everybody can participate and appreciate it. So this is going to be messages from the heart of the divine, from the heart of, source. And let's hear what she has to say. If this is your first time being here, welcome in. And if you have watched my videos before, welcome back. We appreciate you. I want to start with the heart singing bowl. It is tuned to the heart chakra, and we may very well end with it as well. We will see. Did I have my earbuds over here? I don't see them. I have my earbuds and one of them is dying. So, okay. So let me say thank you to everyone who has sent in questions, who has booked personal readings, energy healing services, chakra alignment sessions. Thank you to all of you. To those who have just sent in donations, I thank you so much for helping me build the channel. Thank you to those who are subscribed. And if you are not yet subscribed, please do. You will be glad that you did. Okay, let's take a moment, and I'm gonna put those down because I already got one card we're gonna talk about, and let's just take some deep breaths in through your nose, blow it out through your mouth, settle into the sound of the bowl in your heart chakra. Deep breath in, and let your exhale release. Shake it out, shake it off. We are letting go. Deep breath in through your nose. And release it through your mouth. Completely release. Beautiful. I absolutely enjoy the sound of the bowls. If you haven't already, take a listen to the Sacred Sound playlist that is on this channel, and leave me some feedback about what you think and how you feel about the Sacred Sound sessions that are in the Sacred Sound playlist. Okay? I appreciate you for that. If you are wanting to get a personal reading right now, and today is August 2nd, I am doing the readings for $44 instead of the normal $77. So if you are wanting to get a personal read, by all means, send me an email or visit the website. It's in the description. And, schedule your reading. We can do it in person or via Zoom. So, yeah, support the 8th House Awakening channel. And again, you'll be glad that you did, I promise. So, here we go. I've gotten all of that out of the way. This is Messages from the Heart of the Divine. I said that. And the first card that came out, card number 4, Returning to the Elements. Returning to the Elements. Now, I was just talking about the elements on the reading that I did previous to this. I think it's called Manifestation, Finding Truth. So if you haven't seen it, go back and take a look at that. But we were just talking about the elements of fire, air, earth, and water. Hopefully, this pencil drawing is okay and we won't get in any trouble about it. Connecting with the elements of earth, air, fire, and water. And also the 5th element, which is spirit. It is very important that we honor nature. That we honor nature. Because nature is God. Okay? Nature is, I'm going to put it like this, goddess. All right? So it's very important that we honor nature, that we listen to the wind, that we listen to the birds, that we understand that when we are pulling tarot cards, that they are, oh boy, yeah, I'm not ready for this one, ancestral remembrance, which is what I was getting around to saying. And this is number 10, 15, 16. Number 16. 1 and 6 breaks down to number 7. Returning to the elements, ancestral remembrance. There is not a way that we can return to the elements without acknowledging the ancestors. And here at 8th House Awakening, that's what we are all about. We are about transformation and renewal. We are about regeneration and connecting with the ancestors. Tapping into the energy of your higher self through regeneration. Coming to know who you are. Coming to know who you are, held by the Divine Mother. It says receive. Receive, number 31. I like that. So returning to the elements of nature, fire, air, earth, water, spirit. Coming into ancestral remembrance, being held by the Divine Mother, receiving from her everything that you need, everything that you desire, everything that you are manifesting, everything that you are intending. Receiving that, but first we've got to return, we've got to tap into earth, air, fire, and water. We have to tap into the chakras. And yesterday I saw a video, so I'm going to share it with you, The guy was talking about the elements, as a matter of fact, and what he said was that our hands represent, and it was like this, right? And so this finger, the little finger, is earth, right? The ring finger is fire. That's not right. Water. I'm sorry. Water. 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 Emotions. That's the finger we get married, put the wedding ring on. Okay. So, emotions. So, water. The middle finger is fire. That's the one that if you mad, and you point that middle finger, you are really sending out some fire. Okay. I used to suck my finger when I was young all the way up until I was in my 30s. And so this finger is crooked. So if you ever want to know why that finger goes a totally different direction, we don't have anything what we're talking about, but that's why this finger is crooked. Okay. I didn't stop sucking my finger until I was about 32 and pregnant with my first set of twins. Okay, so earth, water, fire, air, and then this finger is spirit. And what the guy said was, when we are meditating, when we put our fingers together, right, we are calling in those different elements if you put your fingers together like so. Okay? So, here we are talking about returning to the elements, getting out in nature, listening, tuning in, and listening to the sacred sounds of nature, because they will tell us a message. They will inspire. They will speak. Is the only way I know to put it. They will speak. Okay. All right. So then when we get off into nature and get quiet, which we may close out with a guided meditation for this. We may. Okay? When we get out into nature, right, and get quiet and listen, we can hear our ancestors' voice, right? Because let's think about this. Our ancestors' tears are in the water. Whew, my. Goodness. I'm going to say it again. Our ancestors' tears are in the water. Look at this picture. You got 3 generations. Hopefully you can see it well. You got 3 generations in the earth. We know that we want to go back at least 7 generations. Ask someone in your family and see how far back they can tell you about your ancestors. And then let's set up an altar for them. Let's set up a connection space for them. That's what we're going to call this altar. It's a space that we can connect with our ancestors. Okay? They are everywhere, yes. They're not confined to one space, but we want to, for our benefit, so that we can get in the habit of going to that space, okay? Lighting a candle. I'm going to use these since they're here. So this is clear quartz, a clear quartz tower. We're going to say we light a candle, okay? We want to have, this is amethyst. I'm going to use it for water, right? We want to have a cup of water. This is quartz, rose quartz, right? We want to have a something that represents the earth. So, better yet, let's use citrine. I'm going to use citrine for the earth, okay? Earth element. So we want to have a crystal, we want to have a plant, you want to have some rocks. You can have a bowl of soil, something that represents earth, okay? And then, so candle for fire, cup of water for water, right? a crystal, a bowl of soil for earth, and then air. So we're going to use the rose quartz for air, which can be an incense. It can also be a feather. Okay, so we want to have those things. Set them on a table. Set them on a table. Okay, and I'm going to use this selenite just to represent spirit. Okay, and so we have these things represented on a small table. All right, and you go to that space, because remember, we're returning to the elements. Okay, and we want to call out. Here we go. We want to call out to the element. We want to say, earth, our bodies in the north. Fire, our spirit in the south. Water, our blood in the west. And air, our breath in the east. The high heavens, our covering. We want to acknowledge that energy. And the heart of the earth, in the center of the earth, our provider. Father Geb, Mother Gaia, our provider. I call out to you, ancestors known and unknown, ancestors of light, of high vibration, ancestors who love me unconditionally. I call out to you now. Meet me in this place, this sacred place that I have set for us to commune. Remember, we are returning back to the elements, right? Of earth, air, fire, and water. We are remembering our ancestors. So we are calling out to them. Meet us in this place, this sacred space with the incense, burning, because that smoke carries your prayer, carries your voice, it carries your energy into the ether, right? Spirit. Oh, I love it, right? So that we can be held by the Divine Mother and we can receive. You understand? We can receive restoration and energy and power and authority. We can receive high vibrations. We can come to know who we are and what we are capable of doing once we have returned to the elements and honored our ancestors. Then it puts us in a spiritual place to receive. It puts us in a spiritual place to receive. Then all of a sudden, you will hear the voice of the wind. You will hear or see the redbird bringing a message, the dragonfly bringing a message, right? You will begin to see a shadow, kind of in the peripheral of your eye to let you know that your ancestors are present and near and dear and you understand, and listening. Then when you offer your prayer, your petition, okay, same thing. When you offer your petition with a clear and clean and perfected heart, I like that. King of Cups, right? And what is he doing? Offering a petition. Yeah? Offering a petition. See the water? See the singing bowl? Because our offerings can be sound, they can be air, They can be words from our heart, right? Because we are making an offering to our ancestors. Now, I know this is not my normal, type of reading, and hopefully that's okay. Because I want you to get it. I want you to tap in and begin to return to the elements. That's a lot of cards. That's a lot of cards. So no, we're not going to do that. That's half the day. I want you to tap in, right? So that you can receive. It is time. We are in receiving mode. You understand? We're in receiving mode. And this conflict, this Five of Wands, this conflict, let's find out where it is. And I can promise you it's going to have something to do with the ancestral realm. Let's see what house. These are my dice. It has the houses, the 12 houses. Let's see. Oh my. The 5th house, Leo. The 5th house. How are you presenting yourself? What I tell you? How are you presenting yourself to the world? Right? Your creative side, your discipline, your activities. How are you presenting yourself to the world in the 5th house? Leo, right? The wounded soldier. Yes? Now, the circumstance, so we pull the planets, and the circumstance, it says, is Neptune. Can you see that? It's Neptune. It's the circumstance. Neptune is, hold on, pertaining to the shadows of the mind, intuitive forces, not of this world. Remembering the ancestors, right? Because remember I said you're going to tap into your intuition. You're going to receive messages once you've returned to the elements and remembered your ancestors. So this conflict, here we go, last dice, is the zodiac. And the zodiac tells you the outcome of the situation, right? Sagittarius, fire. Oh, sorry. Can you see it? Sagittarius, right? Fire energy. The outcome of the situation is that you're in search of truth, right? You're calm about it, but it's that movement to do what it is that we are saying needs to be done, right? A offering, a ceremony, a coming back to your ancestors, putting your heart into meeting up with them in a specific place, right? Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, I love that. So that every material thing can be given to you, held by the Divine Mother, and you receive, right? And you receive, and you receive. Once you have, I don't know why I keep getting so many cards. Once you have resolved this conflict within yourself that says, I need to ceremony, I need to offering, I need to return to the elements, I need to call on my ancestors. Yeah? Okay. Alright. I like it. I like it. Let me do one more deck because I hear it calling me. Let's see. The African American Tarot. The African American Tarot. I love this deck. And let's see. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see what she has to say. Okay. let's see what she has to add to Chiron in this fifth house. That's Leo. That's the wounded soldier, right? The wounded healer, I'm sorry. And in that wounded healer, it is those things that we need to correct. Okay? So we can have this Nine of Pentacles experience. So we can have this held by Divine Mother and receiving experience once we have remembered our ancestors. Come on, African American Tarot. Tell me what you got to tell me. Okay, so, oh, how about that? The Eight of Swords, right? The Eight of Swords, you have this conflict. I said, where's the conflict? It's in your mind. It's in your own mind. You set it up in your own mind. And the swords are there for you to free yourself. So this inner conflict, that's that Sagittarius energy, right? That overcoming. Sagittarius move by, that's a fire sign. They move with passion. They're very deep, right? So it, in your own mind, that shadow work that you do, that will resolve the conflict. Thank you, Spirit. I appreciate that. Right? So we can come into, where did it go? Wow. So that you can, Eight of Wands. So that you can pick up and go. Right? He carrying this thing like Eight of Wands says, inspiration and fast thought and mental stability, right? And knowing, that's the word, knowing. What did we receive from Divine Mother? Knowing. Right? After we've resolved this conflict, because the conflict is in our own mind. Now it's coming together for me. Now it's coming together for me, right? Because we want to reach this Nine of Pentacles energy. We want our ancestors to be happy with us, right? So that we can receive inspiration, help. Let me tell you, they will help you. They will help you. That's the whole purpose. Yes? So that we have a new outlook on life. The Hanged One, we can look at it differently. You see, we're looking on the inside because we have resolved that inner conflict. Yeah? So now we can see what's really going on. We can overcome King of Wands. King of Wands. You see all that prosperity behind? Every time I see this card, I always think weed. But they're not weed plants, I promise. Right? But we can overcome and walk in our prosperity. That's what we're receiving from our Divine Mother. You see? Okay. Hopefully you see. If you are following me, if you're with me, go on and give the video a thumbs up. Follow if you haven't already, because we are moving, Chariot. We are moving. We are moving. We are moving in power. We are moving by faith. We are moving according to our heart's desire. You see him? This king right here. He is an overcomer. He's a creator. He has created his own life, right? And it is abundant. You see that? Because it was in our ability, it was in our own mind that we could overcome this conflict. Ceremony, offering, right? Get your emotions in it, intention. So put your emotion in it. You see her? She not playing. She not playing. That's some emotion right there. She moving. And she mean it. And she mean it. You understand? We are overcoming. You know how strong these bulls are? And yet she is the one that is causing them to move forward because we have overcome. We have worked out this conflict in our hearts, in our minds. This Five of Wands conflict, we've worked it out in our minds so we can tap in and we can see what's really going on. Right? We have a new perspective on this thing. Now we can manifest the life that we desire. Now we can walk in the Nine of Pentacles energy because we are tapped into our ancestors and we can receive from our Divine Mother. Right? From Source. Now we're good to go. See? Six of Pentacles, receiving. Giving and receiving. Because we are able to give because we've received. And we are receiving because we give. You understand? Now we've overcome. Right? Three of Pentacles. Now we are being recognized for who we are. We have grown up and take our rightful place. Why? Because we tapped into nature. We remembered the elements. And we went back to our ancestors. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Leave me a comment on the video and let me know if you feel what I'm saying. Go in and give it a thumbs up if it resonates with you. And listen, if it doesn't, let's go to the next video. You don't have to do anything else, okay? We're going to take this moment and do just a brief guided meditation that hopefully will put us in the energy of our ancestors. In the energy of our ancestors. Yeah, and we'll close out with that. If it's at all possible, go outside in nature. If you can't sit by a tree, a plant, a flower, sit on the inside and look out the window if you are able to do that. Don't overthink it, but just get in nature even if it's only in your mind. Okay? If you have an altar, sit there. Sit there. Because we want to have just a moment to close out before our ancestors in our heart center. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. A deep cleansing breath. am saying thank you for joining me in this time. And until we come together again, I am sending you all of the love and the light.